Welcome, everyone, to Spectrum Sphere, the channel where we delve deep into a diverse world of discovery. From the heights of science to the depths of history, join us on this journey of learning and curiosity. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share as we explore the fascinating legacy of the gladiators of Rome today. Gladiators of ancient Rome, symbols of both might and misery. They led lives that intrigued many, yet held dark truths beneath the surface of their renowned battles. Their existence was a tapestry of rigorous training, fame, brutality, and often a tragically short lifespan. Let's step into their arena and uncover what it truly meant to be a gladiator. Tracing back to the early Roman Republic, the origins of gladiatorial combat are deeply rooted in ancient funeral rites. Initially, these bloody contests were offerings to honor the dead, evolving from Etruscan traditions. As Rome's power grew, so did the spectacle, transforming funerary customs into mass entertainment for the living. Moving from the origins, let's delve into the daily grind of a gladiator's life. Each day, they endured rigorous training regimes to master various weapons and combat techniques. Beyond physical prowess, these warriors were also taught strategies to outsmart opponents, all within the confines of their gladiator schools, known as ludi. Despite their grim fate, gladiators occupied a unique social niche in Roman society. Revered yet reviled, they were often slaves or prisoners of war, but gained celebrity status akin to modern-day sports stars. Their images adorned murals and pottery, illustrating both the allure and aversion of their blood-soaked profession. Gladiators were classified into various types, each with distinct weapons and armor, tailored to ensure an even and exciting match. The heavily armed myrmio, with helmet and shield, often faced the nimble retiarius, armed only with a trident and net, creating a dramatic contrast to enthrall the ancient audiences. Within the notorious gladiator schools called ludi, life was structured and harsh. Managed by a lanista, these schools functioned as part barracks, part prison, where gladiators endured rigorous training regimens. Discipline was strict, and the lanista held significant power over the trainees, molding them into Rome's finest warriors. Many gladiators were prisoners of war, slaves bought for purpose, or even condemned criminals sentenced to the arena. Free men, driven by debt or the lure of fame and riches, would also volunteer. Regardless of origin, once inside the ludi, all faced a future carved by the blade's edge. To support their rigorous training, gladiators were fed a high-energy diet consisting primarily of barley, beans, and dried fruits. Contrary to their brutal profession, they received substantial health care to ensure swift recovery from injuries, with access to specialized doctors who utilized various medical techniques of the time. Continuing from the daily rigor of gladiator life, let's delve into the role of a lanista. The lanista was essentially the manager and trainer combined, running the gladiator school, or ludus, and often owning the fighters. These individuals were pivotal, shaping gladiators' skills and arranging their appearances in the arena. Moving from the gladiator schools, we find ourselves in the heart of Roman spectacle, the amphitheater. These grand, circular structures were architectural marvels, hosting thousands of bloodthirsty spectators eager for entertainment. Here, amidst the roar of the crowd, gladiators would face their destiny on the arena's sand. Before the clash of swords could echo through the amphitheater, gladiators engaged in meticulous preparations. Bathing, anointing their bodies with special oils, and performing sacred rituals, they sought favor from the gods. This pre-battle ceremony was as much a part of the spectacle as the fight itself, a dance with destiny shrouded in tradition. As anticipation in the stands built to a crescendo, the gladiators made their grand entrance in a procession known as the Pompa. Clad in their distinctive armors, they paraded around the arena, a spectacle of might and mortal promise, while spectators cheered and appraised the warriors set for combat. In the visceral arena of gladiatorial combat, rules governed the bloody games. Appointed referees, known as summa rudis, enforced these regulations, ensuring a semblance of order within the chaos. Their judgments could mean life or death, as they wielded the authority to stop a fight or spare a fallen warrior. As they stepped into the bloody sands of the arena, gladiators showcased an array of fighting styles and tactics. From the heavily armored Myrmio, relying on brute strength, to the nimble Retiarius, wielding net and trident, each gladiator employed a distinctive approach, honed through relentless training to exploit their opponent's weaknesses. The editor, often a person of high status seeking public favor, was the game's financier and played a pivotal role. They decided the matchups, invested in the spectacle's grandeur, and could influence a gladiator's fate. These sponsors were the hidden hand making the games a tool for status, persuasion, and power. Within the arena's walls, the roar of the crowd could turn the tides of a gladiator's destiny. Spectators, engrossed by the spectacle, would often rally behind their favorites, with adulation that could sway decisions for mercy or doom. This public favoritism added a layer of unpredictability to every bout. The gladiatorial games were not just brutal contests of strength and skill. They were also commercial affairs. Merchants and traders capitalized on the large gatherings, while wealthy sponsors funded the games, seeking fame and political favor. Their names would be heralded throughout the event, echoing the modern concept of branding. The risks gladiators faced in combat were stark, with mortality rates high enough to chill the blood. Each match was a dance with death, as the slightest misstep could prove fatal. Despite the grim statistics, these warriors were celebrated, their lives gambled away for the roar of the crowd. In the perilous world of gladiatorial combat, certain warriors rose to fame, their names echoing through history. These celebrated gladiators became legends, their prowess granting them unprecedented social influence and wealth. Some even earned their freedom, their legacies living on through tales of their valor and the remnants of Roman culture. Emperor Commodus, notorious for his eccentricities, saw himself as the embodiment of Hercules and actively participated as a gladiator. Flaunting tradition, he fought numerous matches, which he invariably won due to staged outcomes, much to the dismay of the Roman elite, who found his actions unbecoming of an emperor. The gladiatorial games were more than mere entertainment. They were a tool for political control. Emperors used them to gain favor with the public, granting free bread and spectacular shows to pacify and distract from political issues. They also served to reinforce the social hierarchy, displaying the power of life and death. Defeated gladiators faced uncertain fates. If they fought well, the crowd or the game's sponsor might grant mercy, signaled by the wave of a handkerchief. Yet many met their end in the arena's sand, a grim reminder of the brutal realities of this ancient form of entertainment. In the arena, a fallen gladiator's fate often hung in the balance. A gesture could save him or seal his doom. This moment, hinging on the crowd's whims or an editor's thumb, was known as missio, a hard-earned reprieve that allowed the vanquished to live and fight another day. Moving away from their male counterparts, let's explore a rarer spectacle: the female gladiators. Known as gladiatresses, these women defied traditional gender roles to fight in the arena. Though scarce, their appearances were sensational, challenging perceptions of strength and sparking debates about femininity in Roman society. Between the life and death clashes of gladiators, Romans were entertained by lighter performances. Satirical plays and comical sketches often filled the intermissions, providing a stark contrast to the violence. These acts parodied myths, politics, and even the gladiators themselves, offering the audience a moment of comic relief amidst the carnage. Beyond sheer entertainment, gladiatorial games were a potent tool for political propaganda. Emperors and politicians used the spectacle to display their generosity and win public favor. These bloody contests illustrated the might of Rome, distracted from political issues, and reinforced the social order under the guise of thrilling entertainment. As centuries passed, the roaring cheers of the Colosseum began to fade. The gladiatorial games faced moral scrutiny and financial burdens, leading to their decline. By the 5th century, with the spread of Christianity and changing tastes, this brutal form of spectacle was finally abolished, marking the end of an era. The legacy of Rome's gladiators endures in our modern culture. from movies and television to sports and video games. They've become symbols of strength, skill, and honor in battle, captivating the imagination of generations and continuing to influence how we view competition and entertainment. As we marvel at the grandeur of Roman spectacles, it's crucial to reflect on the human cost. Behind the entertainment that enthralled masses lay the grim reality for the gladiators. Most were slaves or captives, facing mortality for sport, their bloodshed a stark reminder of history's brutal facets. As we've delved into the harrowing world of gladiators, it prompts us to question the ethical backbone of our past and present entertainments. Gladiator games were a matter of life and death, a stark contrast to our modern yet sometimes controversial sports. It's a reflection on society's evolution in humanity. What are your thoughts on the brutal spectacle of gladiatorial combat? While it was a product of its time, reflecting on such aspects of human history can lead to intriguing discussions about morality and entertainment. Share your perspective in the comments below, and let's explore this dialogue together. Thank you for exploring the riveting history of Rome's gladiators with us here at Spectrum Sphere. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, remember to like and subscribe for more diverse discoveries. Keep seeking knowledge, and we'll see you in the next video.